morning. How are we, Black women in grants? If you are listening to this on anything other than our Black Women in Grants page on TikTok, girl, come join us on TikTok. We waiting on you. Quit playing. Hey, girl, welcome. This is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners, those of you who are ready to find and apply for grants. I'm so excited. Come on in, say hello. Let's get this party on the road. Hey. Welcome. So this is Grant Prep Academy, or GPA, and it is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. I'm excited to be here with you guys. I just finished sweeping off my porch. Fall is officially falling because my porch is full of leaves. Amen. It's my favorite time of the year. My birthday is next month. This is the beginning of a new month. I'm like, how's my birthday next month? And it's still like 2 months away. Like, it's kind of weird, but here we are. So welcome. Come in. Say hey if you can hear me. This is Grant Prep Academy, or GPA. This is where we talk all things grants for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. I've won over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. Excited to be here with you guys, share with you what I know, and talk about grants. This is our regular scheduled time, although I do pop-ups as well. So Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern is our regular time. Make sure you follow this page. Turn your notifications on for when we go live. There's only one of us, so make sure you're following the one with 72,000 of y'all. God is so good. Won't he do it? And he will. And welcome. Say hey in the chat if this is your first time here with us. Just say hey, hello, how you doing in the chat to let me know you ain't been here before. This your first time. Thank you for sharing the live. I appreciate it. Hey, Marie. Hey, Verilyn and Aura. Welcome, Jenny. So y'all say hey in the chat. Let me know you can hear me. I know we're on a slight delay with TikTok sometimes, so I try to be patient, but I get impatient. I'll be like, y'all talk to me now. I had my coffee, so I'm ready. I got me a bottle of Smart Water here now. And we've actually got some work done before I jumped on here today, so I'm proud of myself. So come in, say hello. Let's talk about your business. Real quick in the chat, let me see who will be the first to do this. Tell me what you do. What is the business that you currently have started or you will start very soon? And you can see yourself winning a grant for that business. What is that business? Talk to me real quick. I like to see who could be the first one to answer. Let's see how easy it is for you to type in what you do when somebody says, what do you do? Because a grant is going to ask you that every time. If they don't ask you that, that's how you know you're about to get scammed. But grants want to know, what do you do? And they want you to explain it simply and clearly. Because right off the bat, how you answer this question is how they're going to determine if you move on to the next step in their grant process. So I want to put a few seconds on the clock to give y'all who are just joining us a chance to tell me what you do in your business, the business that you're seeking grants for. Now, this is Black Women in Grants. This is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners who are seeking grants. And so I want to know what you do in that small business that you're seeking grants for. Right now, I see y'all joining. I don't see anyone telling me what they do yet. And I'm trying to make sure it ain't me, but it's y'all. Y'all just ain't saying nothing yet. So let me know. If you are new here, you can put new in the chat, and welcome. I'm Dr. AJ Austin, creator of GrantPrepAcademy.com, where I work with you for a year as your mentor, teaching you my ways of winning over $1 million in grants and grant-funded opportunities. I see we have a florist in the house. Got it. And you win because you put your answer first. Hi, new Jess. Welcome. Okay. So Jess, as a florist, what do you need a grant for? And you guys feel free to jump in, chime in, share about your business. But let's move to, what do y'all need a grant for? Let me know. Creative is new. She's a natural hair stylist. Okay. What do y'all need a grant for in your businesses? I'm talking to those who are talking to me. So I'm here for y'all today to answer your questions if you have them. But just want to get a little information about you, about your business. Again, this is for Black women, for-profit, small business owners. Hello, new Ayana. Welcome. So you're telling me if this is your first time joining us by putting new, you can say hey, you can say hi, you can say hi in the chat. I also want to know what you do. What do you do in that business that you're looking for a grant for? Or you could see yourself winning a grant. So, don't just come in here to my, how can I find a grant? How can I win a grant? How long do it take to win a grant? Ma'am, what happened to hello? How are you? So this is our introduction to each other. Welcome. You say you make and sell homemade pepper sauce. Is that like, tell us what that is. Is that like a Tabasco or hot sauce? You also self-published author. You write children's books. Got it. So after y'all tell me what you do, tell me what you could use a grant for in your business. Let's talk about that. This is for Black women, for-profit small business owners who are seeking grants. If you're at a part of your business journey, whether you are in the startup phase of this business, it's an idea, or whether you've started a business, if you're really ready to find and apply for small business funding through grants and grant-funded opportunities, or what we call non-traditional, debt-free funding, meaning it's not a loan, it's not based on your credit, it is, you don't have to pay it back. You don't have to borrow money from Mama and them. You can go to grantprepacademy.com and click the button to join us in our mentorship program. We have a scholarship available today for those of you who really want to get help with applying for grants. So welcome to all of you who are new. We call this Grant Prep Academy, or GPA. Our mentorship is called the Grant Game Mentorship Program. And what it is a grant application mentorship, because a lot of people don't know how to apply for grants. So I know if you're here and I've asked you 5 times, what do you do? And you ain't said nothing. Or what do you need a grant for? And you ain't said nothing. Then I know you're not ready to apply for grants, because grants like for you to talk to them. So when I come on here with y'all Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 11 a.m. Eastern, it's to get you warmed up to the grant application process. It is recorded in our mentorship over at grantprepacademy.com. So if you want the goods, hang out with us live today. Get what you came for. It's your hot sauce business. You grow your own peppers. I love it. You're the first person that has a product line that involves a story that could sell a grant. Most people just be like a lady on here yesterday had a sugar waxing business, but she didn't have a story behind the sugar. I shouldn't be able to walk in a grocery store and get the same sugar you about to sell me back with some essential oils in it. I got all that at the house. So thank you for letting me know that. Becoming a trade association for doulas in your state. Look at you go, Cynthia Hayes. Congratulations, girl. That's a big deal. You work out of your home. As a florist, I bet your house smells good. And you would like an on-site location. It's expensive to run a garden. It depends on who you're asking. Because if you enjoy it, is it expensive? If you're getting money back, is it expensive? I don't know. If you're good at it, is it expensive? I don't know. That's how I think about it. Welcome, Marilyn. So, you guys are here. We call this GPA. It's Grant Prep Academy. Good morning. You can tell me in the chat that you're new here. I want to welcome you. I'm Dr. AJ Austin. We have a mentorship over at grantprepacademy.com, and it's an award-winning financial inclusion education platform. What that means is our main goal is to aim to revolutionize the way Black women entrepreneurs understand debt-free, non-traditional business funding. That means grants and grant-funded opportunities. So that's why I wanted to talk with you guys about what you do. Because there is funding out there for any and every type of business you can think of. It does not matter what you do. And so we teach you how to empower yourself with this knowledge to go out and apply for this funding. No, I won't do it for you, but I will teach you how to do it. But you got to talk to me. You got to engage. You got to ask questions. And we provide you with the tools, the information, the community that you really need as a Black woman to make educated decisions on the type of funding available for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. By the way, you do not have to be nonprofit to win a grant. By the way, you don't have to hire a quote-unquote grant writer. They do that in the nonprofit space. Hey, Shamara, or is it Shamara? Let me know. So you can do this. We have gifted over $343,800 in partial scholarships for over 400 ladies to come join us in our mentorship over at blackwomeningrants.com or grantprepacademy.com. And these ladies are doing it. I'm going to tell you about them in a minute. Keep telling me about your business. What is that business that you could use a grant for? So that I know how to help you, help me, help yourself. Got it. I see y'all in here representing natural hair care, organic food lines, books. We got this, right? So how many of you guys could use a grant? Put me in the chat, because I'm here as your mentor to give you mentorship on how to find and secure these grants and grant funded opportunities. Marcia says me. New and used retail store. Got it. Let's see. I don't even know how you pronounce this. Creativity Dad. I don't know. She says she needs a grant though. Overall, what we teach in our mentorship called the Grant Game Mentorship Program, it's going to help you confidently prepare for and apply for future funding for your Black woman-owned for-profit small business. And we do this by providing access to what we call real life. It's like the reality TV of winning business grants. I give y'all my examples. I share with you what I know, having won over $1 million in grants. And then I share with you our winners. We have Raven Duvernay. She's in Baltimore. She is a Black woman farmer, and she has won $100,710. Put Raven in the chat if you could use just a tenth of that. Are you a Raven? So for those of you who are like, can I get a grant for my business? There are grants for any type of business you can think of, to do anything you can think of in the business space. Raven is showing us how we do it by being Black women farmers. So our organic peppers, I say organic everything, but our pepper grower, hello Brenda McNeely, all of that. So let's stay on topic with what we're talking about with our grants. Y'all are telling me just what you do. You ain't got to give me your life story. Put that on your application. But I'm going to teach you how to tell a better story, because don't nobody want to hear about postpartum depression and job loss unless ... you put a spin on it, and I could teach you how to do that. So tell me, are you a Raven? Jess says she is. Jess the florist says she is. We only got one Raven out of 40 people that's on here. So nobody here could use grant funding for their Black woman-owned for-profit small business but Jess. Raven won $100,000. Shamara says she is a Raven. There we go. All right, Miss Pepper Sauce. Cool. So over at grantprepacademy.com, I created a mentorship for those of you who are super serious about becoming a Raven. Raven applied one of the tips that I teach you in the mentorship, which is how to tell a better story. So yes, your story matters. It matters what you've been through. It matters what you're going through. It matters what you came out of successfully. But you also got to put a spin on it. And the spin is the secret sauce to winning these grants. And so they're one of my biggest secrets that I teach. I wrote a ebook called Finding Funding. And it's all about my 25 secrets to finding and securing small business grants and grant-funded opportunities for Black women for-profit small business owners. You can find the book in the mentorship. It's our curriculum, and we use it to not only teach you my secrets, but also to teach you what grants can cover. So what are some things that you guys need grants to cover for you in your business? List them out, and I'll see if they're on our list. I ain't gonna go through our whole list of 60. You gotta get the book in the mentorship to know what all the expenses are. But what are some, starting listing off some things you would love to have a grant cover for you. What does inventory look like, Shamara? Spell that out for us. Those of us who don't do what you do, what does inventory mean for you? What else would you guys like to see grants cover? Get specific. Help me to learn more about your business. There's also frequently asked small business grant application questions. So the questions that I'm asking you guys, what do you need a grant for? What do you do? Could you use grants like Raven got? These are on your application questions. So you got to get used to answering them, but clearly nobody's going to guess what inventory is. Even with payroll, what type of payroll? Is it for part-time employees, full-time employees? What are their job descriptions? Are they your chief marketing officers, your chief financial officers, your chief executive officer? Does that include you? Did I say, are they part-time or full-time? Contractors, freelancers, paid interns, social media managers, virtual assistants. Who's on that payroll? You got to get specific. Box truck company vehicle for what type of business? I know some of y'all are just joining us. So what we're doing, in addition to you coming in the room and saying, hello, everyone, I'm new here. You can put new in the chat. You can put, hey, tell me about your business so I can know what it is. And then tell me what you could use a grant for. Shamara, keep digging. Inventory so that you can make your own custom clothing and accessories is still not enough. Do you need a needle and thread? What color thread? Do you need a sewing machine? Do you need tape measurer? Do you need models? Do you need the little model figures? Do you need a retail shop to do all of this, or a warehouse? You see how specific inventory gets? No one's going to just write you a check that says inventory. Get specific. Get used to answering these questions, because knowing how to answer these questions is going to be whether you win a grant or not. That's your deciding factor. And so in your answers, grants are looking to see if you align with what they're looking to give the grant for. Pepper bottles, labels, soil, fertilizer, pots, gas to deliver. There you go, West Indian pepper sauce. That's what I'm talking about. Show us the expensive side of your business, as you mentioned. Your hairstylist, do you need to purchase a building? Is it commercial space? Is it separate from any other building? Is it a part of a retail shop location of other retail shops? Is it a build out for a suite of salons? Is it you're purchasing from someone else? You're building from the ground up? You see how specific you need to get? You don't just need a building. Your building is your house. That's a building. What type of building you need, girl? Get specific. So knowing how to answer these questions is going to determine whether or not you win a grant. So in the book called Finding Funding, I share with you that unveiling of this hidden path to finding this funding by how you answer your questions. I give you tips on how to find these grant opportunities, what to say on these applications. That's why it's not enough to just have a list of grants or know where to go look for grants. If you don't know what to say on the application, it don't matter. That's like having a job application that you unqualified for. How do you qualify? Ooh, good question. I'll tell you more. So Anne, answer the question. What do you need a grant for in your daycare business? That's what we're talking about right now. The way you get a grant for your business is to be able to answer these questions clearly. These are some of the frequently asked questions on most small business grant applications. So if you're really serious about finding grants, applying for grants, and winning grants, you'll answer the questions in the chat like I'm asking, because I'm literally reading from a small business grant application. So you said for your book, you need money for the illustrator. Yeah. Put editor in there, put publisher in there, put printing. Printing is printing, but it's also shipping costs if you're going to do it yourself. Money to advertise. What type of advertising? Is it Google? Is it YouTube? Is it Instagram? Is it Facebook? Is it TikTok? What type of advertising? Is it video? Is it flyers in the mail? You don't really need money for networking. That's free. Unless you know some I don't. I don't know. So when it comes to grant applications, there are some essentials you need to have. Making sure that you're avoiding things like scams. I spent about an hour of my time this morning reporting scam pages that y'all might have seen here on TikTok that have copied our information trying to sell you crypto. And you think you're talking to me, or you thinking this is a legit opportunity, and you're really desperate to get a grant, and they throw the word grant out there, and you're thinking, oh, this is easier than I thought. Girl, that's not a grant. You about to get scammed, and it's sure not me. I be sleep, child. I didn't even want to sit and do that hour this morning, but I did it because I want to protect your best interest in learning about grants and grant-funded opportunities, making sure you're getting the right information. We as Black women have had enough taken from us. We don't need to be scammed too. So I want to help y'all get clear on what grants look like, what to expect when you're applying for these grant opportunities, and how to answer these legit grant application questions. Y'all ready? Put ready in the chat if you're ready. Ready. I know that's right. So yeah, there's some essential information that you need to have, but not just saying, where the money at? You got to know how to find the money, apply for the money, and making sure the money is right for you, and you can uphold your end of receiving the money based on what you put in that application. That's how y'all act. How I get a grant for my daycare center? Girl, I don't know you. Good morning. How are you? Tell us more about your daycare center. Is it 24 hours? Is it for kids? Is it age specific? Low income, moderate income, higher income? How long have you had it? Is it a franchise? What do you need a grant for specifically? Let's have a conversation. Don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. So if you really want to get into grants and applying for grants, finding grants, winning grants, there's not only the grant application, but also sometimes grants ask for video pitches. How many of y'all are comfortable in front of the camera? Put me in the chat. Like you can turn your camera on right now, how you look right now, and record a video to send a grant telling them why they should give you money. You ready? If you're ready, I'm about to bring one of y'all on camera to let you do that right now. I'm just playing. But still, you got to be ready. Not just content. That's a good point to bring up. This isn't content. This is you pitching your business. Shamara, you want to do it? You want to come on camera and pitch your business real quick? But you got to know that it's not content. It's also not to sell us on buying anything from you. You got to convince us to give you a grant. It's not a video chat. It's a pitch. Have y'all ever pitched your business by video? You've seen it before. Have you done it before? Two different things now. Two different things. Y'all know how the people show up on Shark Tank? Hello, sharks, some blah, blah, blah. That's a pitch. They're pitching to investors. Grants are your investors. Who here is ready to pitch on camera in like 60 seconds with me right now? But it's a pitch. And you got a live audience. 34 people. Good morning, Tay. Tay is about to pitch. Speaking of pitches. Tay is about to get flued out this month. Tay is October, girl. She about to get flued out in a few days to go pitch her business for $10,000. What's that? A million pennies? I don't know. But she about to go pitch. We getting Tay through the training. Tay, you want to come pitch online? On camera with me real quick and show them how to do it. Show them what you've been working on so far. Because nobody here is raising their hand, but they claim they can pitch on camera. She said, okay. Okay then, Tay. All right, Tanika. Tanika. Okay. Send me your invite and let's bring you on. Shamara, you ready to pitch? I'm going to let Tay show y'all what she's been working on, and then let's see who ready to pitch on video. Y'all said y'all was comfortable on camera. Let's see. Show y'all what she's been working on, and then let's see who ready to pitch on video. Y'all said y'all was comfortable on camera. Let's see.
Oh, did it work?
Good morning, Tay. How are you?
Good morning. I have really been working on this script. So I think I got it, but I'm gonna send you the videos. It's gonna be like 3 different versions of the same thing, but I expanded it. I'm gonna give you the last version that I worked on. So.
All right, so y'all imagine we are in the audience. Tay gets to stand in front of in a couple days. Now we counting down, and you're listening to her pitch her business. This is what grants look for things like small business pitch competitions and video pitches. It's not a commercial. It's not your elevator pitch. It's not content, and it's not a video chat. So listen to the difference, and we'll get some feedback from the audience in a minute. So everybody, introducing Tay. Take it away, Tay.
Okay. Raise your hand if you know how to swim. Now, raise your hand if you know someone that's had a near drowning experience. Did you know that drowning risks vary by household income and race, putting African American and Latino youth at a higher risk of drowning than their Caucasian counterparts? I am Taynika Sands Hendricks, Red Cross water safety and lifeguard instructor and founder of My Own Lane Aquatics, where we teach everyone, from infants to adults, how to swim. But we're more than just a swim school. We tackle the financial, physical, and emotional barriers that prevent minority communities from learning to swim. Swimming is so expensive, not just for the participants, but for the instructors. My biggest challenge is access to pool space. Without it, we can't scale to offer group lessons and reach more people. There's also a deep cultural fear of swimming, often rooted in trauma. This is why representation is so important to what we do. At My Own Lane Aquatics, people of color see instructors who look like them, which help break down barriers. The market for swim instruction is growing. There is a growing awareness of the importance of swimming, not just as a recreational activity, but as a life-saving skill. There is also a high demand for certified swim instructors and lifeguards. Through our Lane Leader initiative, we offer lifeguard and water safety instruction certifications to people from underserved communities, helping them gain skills that lead to employment and empowerment. Since launching, we've reached several significant milestones. We have taught over 100 kids and 20 adults how to swim. We are featured in Newsday as a Black-owned swim school, making a difference in our community, and we've also partnered with our local Police Athletic League to reach more children. I am asking for your support to help us expand our impact. Your support will allow us to rent more pool space, expand our programs, and reach even more people. Together, we can create a lane for everyone in the aquatics world, making swimming accessible, healing, and empowering. I'm excited to work with you to make this vision a reality. Thank you.
Yay! Let's get Tay a hand in the chat. Let's do some hand clap emote. Look, she was ready for you, Tay. Look at all them hand claps, bro. She already said Florida needs what you do. And the crazy part is Miss Pepper Sauce, she's in New York, but she getting flew out to Florida to pitch.
Yep.
That's a pitch, y'all. Not a commercial, not an elevator pitch, not a group chat, and not content. How did she do? What do y'all think? Tay, how you feel?
Oh, it is hard to remember everything that I was stumbling a little bit, but I was just trying to get through it. I was trying to remember everything that I said. So there was, like I said, I did a couple of versions of the same thing, and this is the last version of what I did. So like it was shorter, and I kept expanding. I was like, let me get to at least close to the 3 minutes. You know, so I was just trying to expand it because I had a really, really long one, and then I used our good friend chat, and I was like, we need to make this a little shorter. We need to condense this because this is too long. And then it gave me like a 2.5 minute pitch, and I was like, I need to put something else in there so I can at least get it to the closer to the 3 minutes. Like, I want to use the time. I don't want to just come out there and it just like blah, and then everybody is trying to take in everything that I said. So I tried to give some time. I know I need to breathe a little more. I felt like I needed to slow down, but that was the first time that like I've actually read, done the whole thing in front of people.
So first of all, I am proud of you. I didn't know you had worked that much since we last talked last week. I am so excited.
Thank you. It was a busy week for me. I'm not gonna lie. Over the weekend, I got a lot of information. So.
Yeah, I am excited. That means you making my job as your coach easier. Okay, so we got something to work with. So, yeah, that 2.5 minutes, that's fine. You're gonna need 30 seconds to breathe, girl. Breathe, catch your breath, breathe. Don't fall out in front of these people.
Well, I try not to.
Yeah, that means you can slow down, let the points land, give the audience time to take it in. You can really make the best use of their time. And don't worry, you ain't gonna be counting in your head. I'm sure they're gonna have a counter somewhere keeping you on time. But also, y'all, Tay has 3 minutes to pitch versus this is a small business pitch competition. And so it'll be live for her in front of a studio audience. And there are different types of pitches. So like she said, you did all of that from memory, right?
For most of it. The ending, the last part, I'm asking for your support. Like that part I had to go back to, because that's the part that I expanded on at the end. I was like, I need a little more something. So that part is new.
Yeah. So we'll definitely work on the last part, because you can get even more granular, how much of their support. Hey, $10,000 worth, and here's how we'll use that 10,000. So I'll teach you more about going to that during our session tomorrow. But I am excited that you got this far. You got a live audience that's saying you did a beautiful job.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Miss Pepper Sauce is from Queens. She's now in Orlando. Look at God work that thing out. Wow. She said she feels informed, feel urgency to spread the word. Jess the Florist said you did a great job. Yvette said very good. You got a lot of hand claps. And yeah. So what are your thoughts on just what you've been able to do in the last couple of days leading up to this? Because some people can go out and do something like this on the spot. Some people need time, like Ashley, of course. She's won
Mm-hmm.
another grant. She's about to pitch as well, but she pitches in 2 weeks, so she didn't have as much prep
Okay.
time as you and I. So just share your thoughts on what you've been able to do so far.
So I'm really pleased. First of all, as you know, I'm always on here telling people they better get into the to your program, because again, I wouldn't even be this finalist in this without going through your program. So I'm always here. When I'm here, I'm always saying y'all better get in there. Y'all better get in there before that price go up. Y'all better get in there. Get you one of these.
Right.
A chicken sandwich. y'all better get you some grant prep. Um so I'm very pleased with the way that you teach, the way that you break things down, your encouragement, because that is also a huge part of the program, right? So when I came in here, and I was here a little while, and then I started participating. I would come in and just listen to you in the early times, and then I started participating, and then you were very interactive, and then I was like, okay, I'm a do this now. I have a little bit of time. I'm gonna do it. So I went in, and I wouldn't have grown so much in this space and the ideas if it wasn't for what I got from your program. So I'm so happy, right? But then to become a finalist and to have our one-on-one time, that makes it all the more better for me, because I can see where I didn't even remember. I didn't even want to make the little video. Look at me on here on live now, speaking. I don't even like the sound of my voice. So um to be on live and going through what I've learned and putting it to use in front of a live audience is amazing to me. Like, that is, I can't explain how shocked and a little amused I am at this. I'm amused at myself, like, oh my god, I did this,
Yeah, and I love the authenticity, because I know you're actually at your office at the pool right now. Like, we heard the whistles, we hear the people talking. It just makes it even more authentic of the experience.
Yeah.
And then you're selling us on, give us funding to keep doing this. I love that.
Yeah, these kids, they out here, they're really loud outside my office. These walls are thin.
I love it. Any final words for someone here who's like, okay, this is what a pitch looks like. Okay, what should I do next? Because I could see myself doing this or learning to. Hey, Deanna.
Hi, Deanna. I had to, like I said, y'all better get in here and get in this prep academy so y'all can learn. That's all I got for you. Y'all got to get in here to learn even what I learned. I didn't even know how to do a real pitch. I was just out here fumbling around like, oh, I can talk about my business. I can talk about my business for days, but to do it in a set amount of time,
Right.
that's a learned skill. That is a learned skill.
Yeah, and you
So,
have to be concise. You have to be clear and get really specific as to why you're even there. So I just, celebrate you for this is just the last 2 weeks of work. And yes, we
yeah.
did have to wait on you to finally just send the video in, girl. But you did it. So what's next? Like, you do this pitch, and then what? What's to look forward to after this one?
Oh, I've already been applying for grants. I've applied for, at this point, well, if well, with the David Prize, I applied for the David Prize, which in New York is, it can only do it if you live in New York City, or your business is in New York City, which that one is a $200,000 grant over 2 years. So the first year you get $100,000, the second year you get $100,000, and you don't have to do anything to receive the second $100,000 if you win the David Prize. So that's $200,000 worth of grants that we've already applied for. The 15,000. I did a $15,000 grant. I applied for another $5,000 grant. I'm out here. I'm just applying now, applying.
And then
If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm still gonna keep applying.
right. And there's another chance for you to pitch with the pitch competition that's coming to New York that I sent you. Did you apply to that one yet?
Yes, I
Okay,
did
good.
apply.
Because I see their stuff
That one is 30.
online.
That one is 30 grand. I think.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
out here. I'm looking and I'm applying.
you are, and I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much, Tay, for sharing the pitch and showing up. You came into the live at the perfect time.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah. Thank you for showing them how it's did, okay?
Thank you for having me.
You are
Oh,
welcome.
thank you, Deanna Joy.
I'll talk to you tomorrow, actually.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye bye.
So that's a pitch, y'all. Shamara, where you at? Shamara. Miss, I can go outside and try. That's a pitch. Y'all see how it's not a commercial? It's not a video chat. It's not content. You're not selling us on trying to be your customer. You pitching us to invest in your business. You see how she didn't get into her story of really any type of drama. The drama meaning, here's what I'm going through. I'm broke. I didn't, I ain't never had nothing in my life. So, no, not yet, babes. Now, we're going to put that in a book, okay? And then sell that. But a pitch is a pitch is a pitch. And I know I make it sound easy. It is. So, especially when you have help walking through. You said that's what you need to go practice. You've been watching Shark Tank to learn. Now, sharks are different too, though. It's a good introduction to pitches. Get specific though. Watch the black women who pitch, like the one Kevin called a cockroach with her lipstick line. And this babes is a multimillionaire now. And she's like, I'll take it. And he wish he would have invested. He feels stupid, right? So watch how the black women pitch, because this is white and black investors. Well, Dame is the only black one so far that I've seen. Maybe there have been more, but he's the most consistent one. But even with him, his specialty is clothing. They got a cosmetics line. So you have to be educated. And Tay, that's a takeaway too. Go, if you have information on the judges, use that as some background work. Go research the judges. What do they do? You have to speak to what they're good at investing in. But the sharks are investors that want portions or equity in your company. So you got to be willing to give up some power, some control, maybe even get bought out, aka kicked out. But grants, they give you the money, no strings attached. They don't want any of your company. They just want to understand what you do so clearly and how you're using it to help make the world a better place. Do y'all think swimming and drowning prevention will help make the world a better place if she just starts in her community and watches it spread? She don't know how many people that she's teaching is going to go out and teach someone else the right way to swim, the right way to not drown. How many others are going to go rescue people? That's called legacy. That's called social impact, community connection. All of these are keywords used in the grant space when they write checks. And again, they don't want a portion of your company. They just want to invest in that vision, but you got to sell the vision, tell the story, share the statistics, all of those numbers, and get really granular. We teach that in the mentorship over at grantprepacademy.com. That's the program Tay's been going through. It's only $97 for a whole year. One-time payment, year-long access. There's Klarna, there's Afterpay, and there's Affirm. Those are our payment arrangement platforms. So if you need that for the $97 payment today, it is available in addition to that scholarship price of only $97. The price of this program, y'all, is officially increasing. We're in a new month. I'm trying to stall as long as I can. but we're getting ready to introduce a whole nother level of getting coaching like what Tay is getting. And if you want to be part of that number, who is winning? Deanna Joy's here with us. She's won $76,000 so far. Deanna, you want to talk real quick? Update us with you being selected. Yeah, all y'all years coming up. I don't want to scare you. That's why I'm like, wait a minute. I gotta whisper it. I can't yell at y'all. But we're a year old. So in the last year, 400 ladies have joined. You said, is the program $97 for the whole of today? What does that mean? It's $97. It's a one-time payment until this time next year. You get access to everything that's in our mentorship over at grantprepacademy.com. If you can't pay the $97 in full today, there is Klarna, there's Afterpay, and there's Affirm, and those are payment arrangement platforms. I don't know what the whole of the year means, but that part. You've been here longer than a year. You want to come update us about your semifinalists for the $1 million grant status, what happened and stuff? You said you mean well, say that, okay? I would advise not to wait. I don't want to admit it, but we've officially hit our limit. I had a goal of how many women I wanted to help. We've hit 400. And so, yeah, if I was you, I would not wait. If you can do it now, go do it now. Scholarships are on a first come, first serve basis, okay? Just gotta let you know. So Tay, Deanna, any other grant gamers on here, put your dollar signs in the chat. They're in the mentorship. Deanna's an OG. She's been with us from real early on. I need to find your date, Deanna. Let me see. Let me be nosy real quick. You register over at grantprepacademy.com. So if you can be here on TikTok with us, it takes 2 minutes to click the link in the profile here on our TikTok page. Go get signed up. Or go to grantprepacademy.com, take a screenshot. You got the book in August? Oh my gosh. Yep, I wrote it in May. And we started offering the book, and then we got tons of requests for mentorship. Now we have 400 ladies in the mentorship. We're celebrating. And I'm nervous, but I'm excited. And we're moving to the next level, y'all, where y'all can get me monthly with my eyes on your applications and doing what me and Tay just did. And what me and Ashley, I don't know how me and Ashley gonna do it in 2 weeks, but we gonna get it did because she ready to. So many of you have been reaching out like, can you look at my video? Can you read my script? A lot of it I'm just not gonna do, but I will open up more access to me. So we're getting ready to move to that level since we are officially a year in. We've gone through what we call the beta phase, which grants are gonna ask you about what phase your business is in. And so we've been in the process where you gotta tell them, hey, we know we got something good and it works, okay? And so there's that. What questions do you guys have about anything we've been talking about so far? Let me know. Yeah, Deanna's an OG, Tay. She been around for a minute. And she been winning. And I know it's some more stuff she ain't told me yet. I be having to pull it out of her like, you want to talk real quick? What questions y'all got? What we've been talking about so far? Deanna and Tay, were y'all a part of? I don't think y'all were here. I know Ashley was here. So when we moved to doing the $99 a month model, this is our next model. What was I going to say? Oh, what are some other things that you guys would like to see? So I know we're going to do what we call application audits. So if you find a grant you want to apply for, you can send me the questions that you're stuck on and I can help audit that part of your application, give you some tips and feedbacks on how to answer the question even better. Nope, you do not get one-on-one assistance. Go to grantprepacademy.com. That's going to walk you through everything that comes with the program. So our mentorship program, grantprepacademy.com, it is self-study. It's independent course. It's take your time and go through the content. It's 24 hours worth of content. So you got videos and audios and an ebook. There's an app that'll read the book to you. There are video trainings that I've done for you that are already ready. There is a free list of grants, over $1.2 million in funding on this. It was just updated yesterday, y'all. I found 2 new opportunities. Y'all better go check y'all list. Y'all better go check that welcome package, ladies. And so, what else? Yeah, it's me teaching you how I have done it successfully, how Tay is doing it, Ashley's doing it, Deanna Joy's doing it, Raven's doing it, Selena's doing it. These are our most recent reported grant winners. They've won over $232,710 collectively this year. And we still got what? 3 months left in this year. So imagine. What other questions y'all got? Let me know. You're welcome. Oma, what's your business? What do you do? What else was I gonna tell y'all? Oh, so Tay and Deanna, what's one additional thing that you guys would like to see that you haven't received yet and you would love to see more of? It's not going to be in the mentorship, but it's going to be in our next level, where for $99 a month, you can get your application audited. You can get feedback on your video pitches like we just did with Tay. You can get, oh, that's what I was telling y'all too. There's a different any type of pitches. So we talked about Shark Tank pitches to investors. Tay just gave us an example of pitching live in front of a studio audience in a small business pitch competition. But then grant applications are going to also ask you to send in pre-recorded video pitches. And you may have 2 minutes. They're usually 60 seconds, a minute and a half, 2 minutes. And so I give you a template in the mentorship. And so what I'm going to do in our next level with our membership program. Okay, let me know as soon as you get that thought. Am I supposed to be oh, we got 9 minutes left. Okay. So yeah, when you use the template that I gave you and you want more feedback on it, this is going to be in our next level membership. But don't let me confuse you. Today only, today what's available is only the $97 mentorship for the full year. So if you want to come join that, learn the basics, you can come join us and learn the basics. And then when you get ready, there'll be another level available. Yesterday on one of the lives, we talked about the different profile types of those of you who join us here on our Black Women in Grants TikTok page. We call this Grant Prep Academy, or GPA. Put GPA in the chat if you've learned anything helpful today. Let me know. But when I meet you guys, whether you're new, you're at the first level, level 1, you're called a grant newbie. It's the first time that you're hearing about us. Maybe it's the first time you're hearing about grants. Then you move to level 2. You've heard about grants. You're collecting information. You're learning about what they are. You're taking notes. You're researching. You're asking questions, but you haven't done anything with that information yet. Then level 3, you're researching even more. Maybe you know how to now go look for grants. Maybe you know how to... maybe you bought a list of grants, but you're really still not doing as much yet. She said all of the above. Then there's level 4. You got you a list of grants. You've looked them up. You maybe bought a list from somebody, but you're like, well, what do I do now? You move to level 5 where you try. Go ahead and put in an application. You're going to get an answer at some point. Usually it's a rejection answer. You didn't get it this time. So we call you tried, applied, and denied. And that's okay. At least you tried. At least you applied. And at least they responded back that you were denied. Some grants will ghost you. So now it's time to move to level 6, where you like what we call a wanderer. Like, I wonder what I could have did better in that grant application. I wonder why I didn't get it. I wonder if I could get some feedback on this. I wonder what I'm missing. And then you move to number 7, an OG, because you ain't let that stop you. You finally got your feet wet. You've applied for a grant. You didn't get it yet, but you're going to keep going. Like Tay said, I'm out here. I'm applying for these opportunities. So now we call you an OG, original grantee. You're familiar with the process. You could probably teach somebody else a little thing or two because you've learned something. What it's like to find a grant, what it's like to apply, what it's like to hear back, what it's like to be rejected, what it's like to keep moving forward, what it's like to correct your quote unquote mistakes and get better as an OG. And then you move to the next stage, which is a clarity seeker. Clarity seekers are like, you know what? I wonder if I even apply for the right type of grant for my business. Or if you're like me and you were just spraying and praying in the beginning, just filling out applications, like, let's see what sticks. And you're like, I know I really didn't qualify for that, but I applied anyway. I thought I can get it because I, put a little spin on what I do. Now you're in a clarity seeking phase. Like, let me find grants specific to my business. That's what Ashley Rankin did. She has a line of skincare products she wanted to launch. She eventually, I don't know where it came from, but I found it. I shared it with her and I've stayed on her about applying, just like I stayed on Tay about submitting that video. And I kept asking her, did you apply? Did you apply? And she finally applied and she won the L'Oreal Beauty Inclusive Grant for $10,000 to launch her own skincare line. That grant was so perfect for her. It was just like a match made in heaven. That's clarity. So even with you guys showing up, answering my questions, sharing, joining us in the mentorship over at grantprepacademy.com, still showing up here, sharing, staying plugged in, I get more familiar with your business and I'm happy to share these opportunities that I ain't gonna go apply to, but I know it could bless your business real good. So that's clarity. You're getting clear on the types of grants that are available, the types you should be applying to. Maybe you're applying for a specific amount in grants. And so you're like, okay, I know I can go do this one for 10,000, this one for 25, this one. And you just start stacking. We call that grant stacking, where you got multiple applications out there at once. Because yeah, you can apply to more than one grant at a time. You will win more than one grant at a time when you start applying and you qualify for those opportunities. The clearer and clearer you get. That's what Ashley's now doing. She spent this summer applying for over $600,000 in grants. She's won $34,000 so far. So far. She just got selected for a small business pitch competition in 2 weeks. She gonna leave with something. I know she is. Because she's good at this now. She's officially OG, clarity seeker. And then you go to the next level. Me and Deanna talked about this yesterday. You're cleared for more. So what that means is you're not trying to get me to hold your hand. You're not trying to get me to do it for you. You're not looking for a grant writer. You haven't given up. You're still seeking grants, but you're seeking more higher quality grants, maybe larger amounts. Deanna was selected as a semifinalist for $1 million grant. And she didn't move to the next round, but she will forever be a semifinalist for the $1 million grant. Like, they can't take that away. So she knows some stuff we need to know, having applied to that $1 million grant, right? And so now the next phase, after getting clear on the higher level, more quality grant opportunities, you're willing to make space in your schedule to apply consistently for these grants, for this opportunity to win funding at a higher level. And so you got it on your schedule. You set time aside. You're ready to win because you know you got to be consistent with this. There's unlimited funding available. And then that final step in the phase before you become like a pro, a master, can't nobody stop you, is not just getting mentorship around this, but now getting one-on-one support with, am I doing this right? You get to step outside of your brain, get an expert brain on it, help you see what you may have missed, little things, little details. And I'm doing that in our next level of membership that's coming up really, really soon. So be on the lookout. But what that includes is you get to submit your application audits or submit your applications for audits. So I get to look through your answers and say, nah, you can do better with this. Let me show you this, this, and this. I can tell whether or not you just plug something in ChatGPT trying to get it to help you out. But I also teach you how not to do that, how to do it better to where a grant won't know that a robot wrote that for you. So I've gotten so good at using AI and ChatGPT with these applications. I got selected for a $50,000 grant opportunity earlier this year myself, and I didn't write my answers. I gave it hints, ideas. I taught it my business, but it wrote it for me. I call that my assistant. Her name is Sage. She named herself because she said, I will be giving you wisdom and guidance on your journey. I'll name myself Sage. I asked her what she wanted to be called. She said Sage. So Sage, in all her wisdom, there's that. So application audits, video pitch feedback. We just talked through video pitches, plus what's in the mentorship that gives you the template for the videos and the pitches on video. But if you want to pitch like Tay's doing, like Deanna, was that you that said you tried to do it? You was like, "Ooh, I didn't know what I was getting myself into." And then there's Ashley who's getting ready to do it, and she's scared. She's like, "Not without you, Dr. AJ. Listen, I want coaching. Help me." It's no joke. It's a lot of fun. Even before I pitched for the first time, I told my coach, I feel like throwing up right now. Thank God I'm at home and I can do that if I need to. But I did. I really did. And I was about to back out, but I'm glad I did not because I ended up winning. So, oh, that's my little, I don't know even what you call it. Anyway, that's a neighborhood alarm. So it's going to go off for a few seconds. Hopefully that ain't too loud for y'all. It's in my ear though. Un momento, por favor. Okay. It may come back on, y'all. This is every week, every Wednesday at 12 p.m. My neighbor's dog used to howl with it, but the dog must have died because I ain't heard it in a long time. But anyway, Ashley gave me a great idea yesterday too with our next level membership for story angles that align with grants. And so what that means is, that's why I told Miss Pepper Sauce, you know, it's cool to have a story. It's cool to share your story, but you got to be on track with what the grant is looking to give you this funding for. And your story has to align with that. So we're going to include that in our monthly membership with helping you to angle that story. This is a lot of work, y'all. It's not easy, but I'm here with you through the process. So I want to help you simplify it and get it done. Don't try to pay someone else to do this. Nobody else has your business. Nobody else knows your story like you. And if I were you, I would want to keep all my grant funds when I win. I don't want to pay nobody. Pay myself because I sat and did it. So there's that. What questions y'all got? Any questions? I am 2 minutes over my time. But let me know if you have any questions. We talked through the profiles of where you probably are on your journey. We'll dive more into that on future lives as well. We talked about the mentorship. We have officially hit over 400 ladies. Ain't that good? Yes, girl, I told you. Ashley's a master now. She giving me tips. I'm like, all right, I got you, girl. We talked about what's coming up with the membership. That will be $99 a month, which is still very affordable in exchange for going out and winning tens of thousands of dollars in grants. I'm so excited. Y'all don't even know. I'm about to go eat in celebration. I don't know what I want to eat though, so we'll figure that out on the way. All hearts and minds clear. Any final questions, ahas, takeaways? If you're joining us over at grantprepacademy.com, let me know so that I can let you in before I leave the house. That means I got to go get my Baprudel. I'm in the front of the house. So, I'll let you get in. You are welcome, Tay. I forgot what I told you to do for homework. I'm looking forward to seeing your videos and talking to you tomorrow. Yay! I also have a worksheet for you, Tay. So remind me of that. I got to put the final touches because I'm going to share it with Ashley as well. And so there's that. Oh, I know what I told you today, to go look at the judges on the panel for the pitch you're about to do and get familiar with them if you can. I don't know if you can or not, but yeah, let me know what you find out. All right, y'all, that's all I got. I don't see any questions. Y'all got real quiet, so I'm gonna go. I don't like breathing on the phone. That's boring. Until we meet again, my friends, you guys have a phenomenal rest of your day. And I will see you soon. God bless. Bye, future grant. Oh, follow this page. Turn your notifications on so you know when we go live. I will be doing some pop-ups coming up, meaning it's off of our regular scheduled time, but you won't know unless you got your notifications on, pretty much, if TikTok sends out a reminder. But anyway, you can also meet me over at grantprepacademy.com to claim one of the final scholarships. It's going. All right. Have a great day. God bless. Bye, future grant winners.